It becomes very difficult for me at times when I'm given opportunities to speak at gatherings like this, because and I've seen it over the years that our students don't get to understand how real life can be. That includes everybody in the university, no matter what you do. And I always joke about this, and Ishara, maybe you might not know, but Vero, I don't think you will know that. My first work at this university, take a guess?
Student life.
Yeah, but what was my responsibility? No, I was a SRC, but my first job, paid job, was when I was a security. I worked as a student security for almost 2 years. So, and that's been my life history. I had to study and try to be sure that I knew exactly what it is that I wanted to do. Now, if you say this from the context of how I understood his presentation, tells you that it doesn't matter where you start, but I think fundamentally, don't limit yourself because you say, I'm going to TUT, I'm just a cleaner. And not thinking that you can become even beyond what I am. And I've seen that quite a lot where people come from a particular setup of a family and they say, that's an excuse enough not to achieve. I'm a great fan of idols. And I'm not thinking I'm speaking against your program. But I've seen the trend now. The very latest is the people who, from last year's winner, is somebody who did not have parents. And now I see it's a trend now. Everybody that's interviewed there talks about that they did not have parents. Then I get to ask myself, is it that we wait for somebody to do it and then we want to do it? Because I don't think that's why we have our guest here. Necessarily to say, because he did it, means I can do it. You must believe yourself, as he says. Identify the strong potentials. I understand that we could be, and I don't want to speak against what you are saying, but when he says the power of voice, doesn't mean that if you don't have a good voice like he has, then it means that you say, well, it's for those that have voices. That's not what he's saying. So you need to identify that which is relevant. And we always speak to these things. Now, when we get to our very special lady, is that the university finds it difficult to get its former students to come back for any reason. And I can tell you now that I cannot think I'll be contradicted if I say we are very proud for that you found time in your space and say that I'll share with the students that they are living examples of what we always try. The rules that they do not want are the very rules that maybe your husband said, I think this, I can find a wife. Because one way or the other they speak to how you end up to be. So truth be told, that they were thought through and have been there for some time. This change is there, but the most remain the same. And we're very proud that you've come back to the university. I gave you a challenge, and I can give it to you guys as you go to complete your studies, that go to the room you used to stay in. The bed may have changed, but that space, and say, ask that person, what is it that you're doing better that says you must live here and not the other person? Because this is what I came out to be. So we become responsible. So we are so proud for that you have found time to come back and share with this with the students. I've been here since my first year and I'm still here. I'm approaching pension. So you can just imagine how this kind of things touches some of us. We would like to see everyone who have the university DNA succeed. So we're very proud And we will always be there, that you identify us as a whole. And I think this inspires the many of us, and to some of us who are still here, work harder, that we have the most successful people in the country. So, like he says, we will find through Ishara, thanks very much for the opportunity of inviting him, that we can find that we have him shared by the general university students that are in residences. If anything, we'll so appreciate it. I would also want to take a picture with you that I can prove that at some point. I'm a celebrity here, but not when you're around. So we would like to take a selfie with you.
Sure, absolutely.